Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect here, live on TalkShoe.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Dukect Lounge. And if you want to come in and call into the show, remember the phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. Whew. Yeah, this has been a very, interesting week. A week of very, in the world of wrestling, it's been, very action-oriented. Some things happened. And one of the big things that's happened in the world of wrestling and the world of Impact Wrestling, GFW, or whatever they're calling themselves, their main guy, their main person, Alberto El Patron, Alberto Del Rio, known in WWE, or if you want to go to talk about his real name, Jose Alberto Rodriguez. He is, he and Paige, the fellow pro wrestler, Sarah Jade Beavis, better known as Paige, the WWE diva, who was the first NXT, I believe the first ever WWE NXT Women's Champion, and also I think a two-time Divas Champion. She is a two-time Divas Champion and also an NXT Women's Champion, the first ever Women's Champion as well. She was, and, well, this news here is not actually, it's something people have been talking about when you look at this. When I've seen the videos, talked about this. Yeah, I saw Brian the dude from Wrestling Regret, Brian Zane, talk about this issue. In his video, very good, video right there, talking about this issue, talking about what happened, and what did happen was an incident with Paige and Alberto Patron involved in the Orlando airport, where police were called. The Atlanta police stated there was an investigation into a possible case of domestic violence battery. No arrests were made, and the audio, which was, a lot of jumble stuff, but then a lot of screaming between both Alberto and Paige about saying, Paige saying, "I'm tired of you, I'm enough of you, and I'm trying to get away from you. I spotted this drink to get away from you," and such. It looks like it's something very wrong here. And, and in fact, Paige recently went to Twitter, and she has made multiple statements on this. In fact, let me just the statements here about the first statement about this. The first statements here. Let's see. I gotta look this up and see this. Here it is. We got the cops involved because I'm crying because I found out bad fam news. Lady tries to take a pic and she gets angry and throws a drink at Alberto. They was saying a witness, she assaulted Del Rio by throwing a drink at him and such. But it seems to be there was original statement saying there was this person threw a drink at Alberto. But no, there's another issue here. There's another issue, but also another statement by Paige. Well, here it is. This is Paige's second statement. Alberto didn't want me to say the full story because he didn't want people to know that I threw a drink on him. But the full story is, I had a bad. This Paige but the full story is, I had a phone call saying my uncle is in a bad way. I'm crying outside the restaurant. I go in. Alberto is hugging me. I'm a little sensitive. We start bickering about something so small. I say I'm leaving, and he says something that I won't write on here, but it wasn't nice. And even though I shouldn't have done it, threw a drink in his face because I was so angry. Again, I shouldn't have done it. It was in front of a lot of people. I walk out. He follows me a few seconds later and gets the cops and security. A crazy lady tries to leave whatever she's doing to follow us and invade our privacy in a completely low way only low-life people would do. Anyway, it was me who was being held for battery charges because I threw the drink on him. No, he never touched me, and no, I never hit him with a glass 3 times like the internet in all its glory is making out. It is completely ridiculous how one story can spiral out of control. Oh, and guess what, internet? He smelled like beer because I threw beer on him. Nothing more, nothing less. No one got arrested. No, there's no mugshots. There's no charges. Nothing. The horrible, disgusting human being of a lady decided she wanted to make money off of misfortune. I wish people would give us the privacy we deserve. I know we won't get it, but I wish that would happen. That is her full statement. I'm not saying I don't believe her, because, this could be 100%, but right here is, this is something really problems here. And, yeah. It just seems that there are two, there's a lot of problems with the statement. One of it is that this is, again, the police released his name, but not withheld hers. Even after being asked, they would not confirm her presence. Exactly. This is a very, this is something really usual with police investigations, that they say they will release the name and such about, this other society. They will not confirm. They would confirm her involvement and such if she was the perpetrator. And again, it's just there's different conflicting stories. And there's so many conflicting stories here. And I look at this and I'm like, what? This is just horrendous. And I'm just at this point, they need to get this. I mean, all this other stuff has happened at this point. They need to get away from each other. They need to just separate right now, because they are two. And the previous stories about how crazy they were. In fact, the WWE saw this, and that's why they separate them during the brand extension. They thought maybe if they separate from each other, they would basically, have them chill down, hopefully they calm themselves down. But no, it just continues to, all this other stuff here. And not only that, supposedly there was drugs involved. Supposedly there was, some rumor had there was supposedly drugs involved and such. But I'm not going to say here or there. There are rumors about this, but it hasn't been confirmed on most websites. But yeah, this is horrifying. This is terrible, horrifying, because again, you see a person who's in trouble, in danger, and yet she just seems to be covering for a man and such. And this person who is an abuser and someone who does this, who manipulate a person like that. And even worse, you have family members that are from Paige's, family, who are openly talking about this. I'm looking for the Facebook page right here. The Facebook here is they're basically, he's basically saying they're worried about their sister. They're worried about the family. They're worried about what's going on with Alberto Del Rio. They think that he's a bad influence and such, and something's going on there. And that is a big white flag. Red flag, big flag. But that's a real concerning thing here. Sorry, I'm messing things up. I'm just worried, something like this happening. And I've seen videos and such saying, one side, like I said, Brian and Zane, also from Shaggle Daddy, saying Paige needs to take some responsibility in this, saying Alberto Del Rio, all this type of stuff. And I'm like, I get it. I do. I get that. She has her own culpability. But right now, at this point, I can't walk that same path, man. I can't. And it might sound like, ooh, you're sounding like a social justice warrior or saying this, but But the patterns are there, and if you look at the patterns, you see what's going on with this couple and the history, and seeing what's going on. There is something really disturbing with this couple. So my thing is this: is at this point, why should they even? At this point, I think there needs to be some type of big separation and such, and I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful that one day Paige can get out of these bad relationships, because we've seen how these terrible relationships, these toxic relationship ends, and they are not pretty. They've never been pretty, and it's just I'm just I don't have any experience of this. I don't know anyone who went through this, and I probably and people who probably went through this, I've seen posts and heard people saying, yeah, I've seen this whole story end up, and it doesn't. And if Paige, they say if Paige does not get out of this type of relationship, there is no way. There is legitimately no. There is no happy way out of this. Only very rarely that the people get out of this in a very happy and very positive state. There is no positive way for them to get out of that. And even after all this, and the suspension as well. Oh, here it is. We finally got this. I got this. Zach Beavis over here. Yes, Paige's brother. Right here, and this is the quote, and I will put this up there in the video portion, and you will see it. It says, "I got to say I'm very worried about my sister. Please keep an eye on her. She had one pregnant desperate Maddox who took advantage of an 18-year-old girl, physically and mentally abused her, and now she's with a control freak who thinks he's a tough guy because he beats my sister and has money to cover his tracks. I love my sister. She will end up like Whitney Houston or Amy Winehouse. Please share this. I want the world to know that I care about my little sister. Everyone keep an eye on her. You'll be angry at me, but I love you. I'm writing this on behalf of all the Knights." And when you see this, this is really as the family is basically saying, get them called help. And I'm hopeful. I really am hopeful that there's that there will be a positive resolution to this. And I just right now, I mean, when you look at this thing right here and see, what's the this horrible situation, and all the stuff, because Paige, again, she seems like she maybe but she, I hope she does seem somewhat of a not saying she's a good person, but she seems smart and educated and all that good stuff. She maybe what I've seen, she has people who love her, and hopefully she can get out of this horrible relationship and go with the people who love her and find a way back. And wrestling right here is secondary. Our third, or just get back to your family for a while, and get yourself cleaned up, and I don't know if like I said, wrestling secondary, but if you want to go do that again, I don't know, maybe that sort of stuff. But I just hope that she actually becomes healthier and better. Get her to the people who love her and away from this person who is mentally and physically abusing her in Alberto, who is Jose Rodriguez. Get away from this man, and screw his all this stuff. And by the way, people, and I'll say this back to wrestling here, GFW, it definitely suspended Del Rio, which is to me pointless, because they already are advertising him being at the first house show, and and such, and they're already advertising him for his next house show. Yeah. For their live event over at Bridgeport, Connecticut, at their whole ballpark, their base brawl, whatever. I'm going to draw like 15, 20 people there. And they're going to probably have him drop the title or whatever or something like that. And you know what? It pisses me off that somehow this company that somehow made sure that her, like, say, oh, they can't do anything. They're taped. They got all these taped shows and this, that, the other. Alberto, we can't just do that. I'm like, BS. They found a way. TNA found a way to basically discard a lot of that Hernandez footage when that whole stuff happened like that a couple years ago when he went there when he was still in Lucha Underground and such. That whole lawsuit and everything else, that craziness. TNA found a way to dump that footage. TNA found a way to do that. But yet they won't be able to do anything with this. They won't be able to do this. But then again, this is the same type of company that when Bram, who not only kidnapped a woman, but also threatened her and all this type of stuff, she was still in the roster. Yeah, they suspended him, this, that, and the other. Yeah, he was still collecting paychecks. So, you know what? This company hasn't learned a damn thing. And it seems like by their actions, they have the actions of this company, the actions of Total Nonstop Action, prove to me that they do not care about, they don't care about doing the right thing. They haven't done that they haven't done it with Jeff Hardy. They sent him out when he was drugged up instead of actually putting a main event match there or whatever. They pacified and took care of a Koenig who had a DUI and a stalking charge. Dude was stalking someone. He was in a jail cell, and they put him in the main event. They had him fly him down, put him in the main event, and he still retained his championship. This makes this company, man. No, this is why they're so. The Carney stuff is still alive, and it pisses me off about this. That you see wrong, they just like, hey, let's wait it out. No. WE for our scenes would have probably said, oh no, we're dropping everything on this situation. No, you don't see the NFL. The NFL didn't do the Ray Rice situation. They didn't hold their hand and say, okay, you okay? You're like, no, they made sure that Ray Rice and everything else, because they had pressure and sponsors say, hey, you want to play this game? All right, then we'll drop you. And then next, wham, all these the advertisers and everything start dropping. They say, oh crap, we got to do something now. They were pressured, and they realized that type of stuff too. And then they realized that. I don't know what you could really pressure TNA on. Not watching. No one watches them to begin with now. Sure, they probably get some momentum, like maybe from 300,000 to 400,000 people watching because Slammiversary was decent. But no. I mean, their suspension has no teeth because all that stuff is there, and they're still portraying Alberto Patron as a good guy, the conquering hero, even though he is not. Company, man. The more things change, the more things stay the same. Scumminess, man. Yeah. Just real fucking scummy. Yeah, we're gonna take a small break. I'm gonna chill out. And we're gonna listen to some music. And we'll be right back right after this. And man, I just hope Paige can get out of this terrible relationship and get into be in a better place. And as for Jose Rodriguez, man, Alberto El Patron or whatever, I don't, what? I hope he gets his life together. But right now, I just hope that just one good smack in the head just to get his stuff acting right. I mean, then again, this dude was still bitching at WWE and everything else. When WWE doesn't give two craps about him. Don't scratch that. I honestly would not be surprised if Alberto, the Patron or whatever, would actually get fired. W will still snatch him up because Vince McMahon still has a hard arm for him. Yeah, everyone needs a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chance, right? Anyway, I'm going to take a little break. I need something positive. I need something to talk about positive. The Mae Young Classic. We're going to talk about that. And, yeah. We're right back. We're going to listen to some Underwater Jog from Sonic Colors from Bowler Hat featuring Audio Fidelity here live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Be right back right after this. And we are back here live on the Dukect Lounge. Thanks so much for joining me here on TalkShoe.com. Thank you so much. And, well, yes. I got a little heated there the last little second there. I got a little mad. I mean, yeah, I don't usually get that heated. I don't get that heated, I try not to. I try to make sure, not to get all emotional and stuff. But dang, that last story really pissed me off. You understand? Really pissed me off. So, let's talk about something positive. Let's talk a little positivity here. Here as we are going to be talking a little bit about the Mae Young Classic. Yes, this classic right here. One of the most historic women's division, women's tournament. And I expect there's going to be good stuff here. I think there's going to be some interesting stuff for the Mae Young Classic. And I know it's been taped and they're live stuff right now. But I'm not going to I'm not going to spoil myself. When it is, it's going to be it is going to be very interesting, and it will be it's going to be something. The Mae Young Classic is going to be Monday, August 28th. It's going to be all episodes. For the first 4 episodes of the single length tournament will be available on demand starting Monday, August 28th. And then the next week, episodes 5 and 8 will be available on demand on Monday, the next Monday, September 4th. And then the final match will be streamed live from Las Vegas, Tuesday, September 12th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the Mae Young Classic will the announcers will be Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross, and will be here for color commentary, ladies and gentlemen. Will be the 4-time Women's Champion WWE Hall of Famer Lita. So that's gonna be very interesting, and I can't wait for that. So we're gonna take a look at the entire list of it together, ladies and gentlemen. The entire list of the women competitors First up is Dakota Kai from Auckland, New Zealand. She's been fighting all around the world. Everybody, she is the PWA Pro Wrestling Alliance Women's Alliance champion in the intern tournament. Impact Pro Wrestling IPW Women's Champion 3 times. Ranked number 21 of the top female wrestlers in the PWI Female 50 in 2016. Shimmer Women Tag Champions Heidi Lovelace. And the Wonder Woman Ring Stardom Artist of Stardom Championship. Must be a Trios Championship. With Hio Matazo and Kelly Skater. And yeah, some really interesting conventions. This is something I'm going to see how it is. She is 29 years old. Let's see how she's going to come up. Serena Deb. Oh, we haven't heard her for a while. For a minute, actually. Yeah. She is the... she was actually from the... she was trained by many wrestlers from Rip Rogers. Rip Rogers, a.k.a. Team Headlock. Also Dr. Steve Williams, Lance Storm, and Taylor. She was also in WWE before with the Straight Edge Society, shaving her hair and all that type of stuff. And she was taken out. She was released to the WWE contract for not living out her straight edge gimmick because she was out there drinking. Ouch. But she has been in for other, since then she has, she has been doing a lot of other stuff. She has been, she's been going to other promotions. She went to, she was in TNA for a minute took part in Awesome Kong's $25,000 fan challenge. And she lost, but she was also in Pro Wrestling Syndicate and all these other places. And yeah, she's been all around. And also she is a yoga instructor. In fact, she has been training as a yoga instructor, basically just saying, hey, she was gonna ask me concentrate on a yoga instructing job in Los Angeles. Then she returned to WWE to participate in the first Mae Young Classic. So I don't know what she's going to end up. Don't spoil me, people, please. I'm asking you not, but I think she's going to go really far. All right, because I know name recognition. Next up is Vanessa Bourne. Oh, she is an American cheerleader. She is from Knox Pro Wrestling. She was trained by Rikishi and Gran Guerrero from the WWE Performance Center. She was an Arizona Cardinals cheerleader, and she actually wrestled in a Mae Young qualifier match, defeated Jamie Hachi. Yes. She also did some Enhanced Talent or NXT. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. You have also. Did I just do all 32? Dang, that's a lot of people. I'm going to talk Mae Young. There's some interesting. She was from TNA. I think she's Gail Kins. I think she was Jade. Oh, yes, Jade, everyone. Yes, she is the former Knockout Women's Champion. She has won multiple times. I think she's won the TNA Knockouts Championship one time. She was Queen of Knockouts. And she also won the TNA World Cup with Jeff Hardy, Eddie Edwards, Jesse Goddard, and Robbie E. She was the Iron Man Heavyweight Champion, DDT Pro Wrestling, Metalweight. Shine Championship Shine Championship one time. Shine Tag Team Champion at one time. And she's I actually like her. I think she's actually a really good wrestler. And yeah. And she had a really decent feud with Rosemary. So, and also another one, TNA, is Marty Bell. She is going to be there as well. You have, let's see, other people I think is going to be very interesting. There's a lot of interesting talents. You have Candice LeRae. She has been wow, this she has been all around the world, especially in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. I'm surprised she hasn't joined the WWE. Because a lot of people love Candice LeRae from the independent circuit. So she also they were actually doing a Candice and Joe show. She has a YouTube channel. She is she's also in WWE territory NXT. She's also in NXT actually, number one contender for the Asuka's NXT Women's Championship. And she's also married to Johnny Gungaro, Johnny Wrestling at Disneyland. I know some people would think that would be awesome, but yeah. She's actually an avid fan of Disney and the Anaheim Ducks. So yeah, Roddy C probably has like 15 posters of her wall probably right now. Just hearing that he already went and just ran and bought like 16 of her. Like if there's a t-shirts or anything else, she's probably searching that stuff right now. But oh gosh, oh no, I kid, Rowdy, Chris, man, have your fun. But yeah, she is honestly, she is a very good wrestler. I honestly think I'm surprised she took it this long. She's only 31. I'm like, wow, 31 years old. Dang. So I think she's gonna go far if they're smart. I think there's some money in her. Hopefully. And if that's the case, here's hoping she comes in. I don't know, she goes to NXT for a while, but I think there's a lot of talent here that now can just go to NXT, but also rise up to go to Raw or SmackDown. I honestly think some of these women will probably go to Raw or SmackDown to really, because honestly, that women's division needs something. 6, 7, they need more competitors. They need more people, dang it, on the women's division. Both Raw and SmackDown to shake things up, as the Benny Mac would say, and get some more credibility. I think that will be a good thing. Overall, who I think is going to win the whole thing, I think right now I have, as the person who will at least get to the, I think it's going to be, honestly, I'm going to say Mae Young, a.k.a. Jade. I think she will win. I think she has the best shot. Candice is like my dark horse. So I want to hear what your thoughts are, because there are a lot of names here, and I'll put the link in the description. The complete list. Some say Dakota Kai. Some would say Serena Deb. Vanessa Bourne. No. Kayla Lee Ray. Marty Bell might do it. I think it's going to be, and no spoilers, tell me who it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to be, call me crazy, call me nuts, but I think it's going to be, the last two are going to be Candice LeRae versus Mae Young, and I think the winner will be Mae Young. It will be a very interesting way to go through it. That's my final pick. I want to hear what y'all have to say. And all this other stuff and this craziness that is this week in the world of wrestling. Also, yes, I heard a story about what Enzo did. Supposedly, it's rumors. I don't know what really happened. Unless there's pics and video, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not commenting on that stuff because you never know. This all could be just like some stuff that someone is lying and everything else. So who knows? About Roman Reigns tossing Enzo out of the tour bus in the locker room. I ain't gonna follow that stuff. I don't know. We don't know. Who knows? Maybe true, maybe not. Who cares? But anyway, that's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. A little negative stuff in the beginning, but also we had some real positive stuff in the end, and that's a good thing. So anyway, thank you so much for listening, and no worries. Dukect Lounge will be back next week, and also the much vaunted live streams will return next Friday evening. We will be doing Mass Effect, the first one, and having fun there, blasting up some stuff, shooting some gaff, and all that crazy stuff. And I will try to get you, ladies and gentlemen, the Marine 5 review. Hopefully it will be up by Saturday, if not later on Sunday, and so on and so forth, and everything else. And then after that, full steam ahead for the 50th episode. And then after that, I got some interesting stuff for y'all later on. So thank you so much for watching and listening to the Dukect Lounge. It's Dukect here. Peace, love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.